What's going on, everybody? Steven with Not Leaving Las Vegas. We have a mega news update with tons of stuff about what's happening in Las Vegas today, March 19th, 2020. If you like this video, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. If YouTube demonetizes me, it's not about the money. Don't tell me I'm an e-beggar. It's about the exposure, because that means they're not promoting me. So you have to hit the bell so you know when I do the new videos. That forces their hand, even if they don't like my content for some reason. Then you're going to see when I do a video update with the news. First of all, we're going to talk about a few things in this video. We're going to talk about layoffs, not so much at the resorts. I have it on good authority. It's just what the news is telling you, so you feel bad and you panic. Mayor Carolyn Goodman, Oscar Goodman's wife, had a lot to say yesterday about the 30-day shutdown. We have a situation with the homeless. Air traffic control was shut down after a positive test. How many people have it in Las Vegas? And construction updates. Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell. If you want to be in the credits of the video, head on over to Patreon. I'll be starting to do some Vimeo content there in the next 2 weeks, and you guys can see some stuff I can't post on YouTube as a special thank you. Think of it as Not Leaving Las Vegas on demand, or just keep watching the videos here, because they ain't gonna stop. They ain't gonna stop. I love me some YouTubes. Layoffs, not so much. I had somebody on my Patreon contact me and say that they have it on good authority, having been in the resorts lately, that there are thousands of people at most of these properties that are still working. They are deep cleaning rooms, trying to get back to where they should have been before this all happened, replacing air vents, air filters, doing maintenance jobs. There are a lot of people in the resorts. Of course, some of these folks are non-essential, like food servers and restaurants, but the people that are working very hard right now, there are tons of those people, thousands across the Las Vegas Strip, spread out amongst all the properties, no doubt, that are working really hard. So when the news tells you, oh my goodness, look at how bad the casino companies are, the properties are laying off all these people. Yes, they are. We do have unemployment or employment insurance, and yes, it is sucky and it sucks real bad, but there are a lot of people working right now. So that's a small consolation for the fact that this is negatively impacting everybody, but it's not negatively impacting the entire state's casino workforce, and they wanted me to bring that message to you. Thank you so much to that Patreon member who gave me that information. Oscar Goodman yesterday, less than 24 hours after Steve Sisolak, our governor, shut down the state for 30 days for non-essential services, she stood up in the city council meeting and she said, "This is preposterous. We need this to end. You can't do this to us." Rabble, and I gotta play devil's advocate and give her credit. Her husband Oscar was tantamount in making the city great and bringing so many people here, and she finished off the job he started with getting the sports teams here with help from business people that brought the teams here. And I understand where she's coming from, but she needs to remember this is not a Las Vegas centric thing. Everybody's being impacted. Reno, Tahoe, Disneyland, SeaWorld, Busch Gardens, Knott's Berry Farm, every single major tourist destination, Six Flags parks, Canada's Wonderland up in Canada, every single place is going to be negatively impacted right now, so it's not a Vegas thing, so we do need to come together as a community. I don't think that my personal opinion, you can tell me the opinions in the comments below, I don't feel like personally different levels of government, from civic government in the city up to the state, up to the federal government, I don't think anybody arguing with themselves right now amongst themselves is helping instill any kind of confidence in the populace. I think this just creates derision in the ranks and pits one section against the other, and I for one am so tired of that. We have that in the news every single day. It sucks. It makes people who are friends enemies. It makes people who have a common enemy friends, and it's no way to be. Tribalism blows. The homeless population, I swear, man, I was reading on the Nevada Independent, it's a great independent news website. There's Southern Nevada Health District. Hey, we have a plan for the homeless in 2 weeks. Say what now? Now look, whether you're going to take the stance of, well, these people shouldn't be homeless because there's lots of jobs, there aren't lots of jobs anymore. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, Albertsons is hiring for stalkers and stalking stuff. Yeah, okay, that exists, right? But at the same time, these folks here, they're in a very high-risk group. They sleep outside when it's 40 degrees, and they're not exactly able to wash their hands every single time they touch something with hot, soapy water, especially if they don't have places to do that. So it's a chicken and an egg thing. And it's a shame that they only came up with this plan for the homeless for 2 weeks from now. Like, that seems like wow, were you that unprepared? I guess you were. But then again, I'm not a planner. What do I know? The air traffic control tower, the big 60-story thing at McCarran, recently was shut down. One of the employees that works at the air traffic control tower tested positive, and holy cow, it affected 2 different airlines directly. I know they're open now, but that's what that is. More information as we have it, because they're saying it could have tested positive, might not, might have, who knows, right? The number of cases went up to 69 from 42. That's 27 in one day in Clark County. And a 60-year-old did succumb to it. He had underlying medical conditions, and we say a prayer for his family and hope that it's, well, there's nothing to say. I feel bad for that person, and I don't know who it was. And yeah, I'm glad that my family's safe, and I'm glad your family's safe too. The Drew construction. Let's talk about construction. Number 1, the Drew is on hold. That's funny. I thought the Drew was on hold the entire time, but it turns out it's officially on hold. It's just a money thing when the Wall Street people are going nuts, and that's where you get your money from if you're not funded by yourself, which most of these properties never are. It's hard to stay in business. The Drew is now officially on hold. Resorts World is a go. Steve Sibilia, whatever his name is, he said, you know what, we're going to continue our construction, so they're still going. The Convention Center is officially a go. Lori Kraft Nelson, who I met once at her bridal shower. My wife did a paper flower wall for her. Nice lady. She said that as far as she understands, they're still going. They still have the construction materials. They're still trying to finish off the new convention center expansion. The MSG Sphere, no comment. They're not commenting on anything right now. That would be AEG, and they're not giving comments. The Circa is no comment. We don't know what's going to happen with the Circa. And the Raiders Stadium, no comment. Now, when we did my live stream yesterday, we drove past the Raiders Stadium, and we saw that there were construction crews going in and out of the stadium. Allegiant, on the other hand, who has their naming rights on the stadium, recently put a Florida resort they were building with their own money on hold. That shouldn't affect this, but what might affect the Raiders Stadium, and we can do a video on this later if you guys want, we can talk about the finances and the funding and what this might mean. What could affect the Raiders Stadium is the fact that the bonds are backed by room taxes. The room taxes are enacted on the visitors, and there are no visitors right now. And there was lower visitorship up until now for whatever reason. And so they kept saying it's okay, we have the money, and now there are no people, so we will see how it goes. If the NFL season does proceed and they don't have it finished in time, and I'm going to get Raiders fans right now, I can already read your comments without seeing them, telling me it's going to be finished on time, Raider Nation. It's not like the Raiders aren't going to play. They would likely just strike a deal up in Oakland and play one more season up there, which, Raiders Nation, you should be happy if that happens, because it gives you one more time to bring the Lombardi Trophy home to Oakland before you guys move down here to Lost Wages, Nevada. So that could be a positive for you guys up there. Who knows, right? You didn't get Tom Brady, but you got another chance at having, you know, your team win in front of you. All right, so my name's Steven. I am not leaving Las Vegas. That is a Vegas news update. As always, if you like this video, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. YouTube has been taking draconian ways of hiding this kind of information and not promoting it. It's just the way the system works. If you guys are curious about that, reach out to me in email or messenger. I'll explain all of it and show you some links to prove that I'm not crazy. And I appreciate you guys watching, sharing, liking. We have another video coming up a little bit later on today. It's a surprise video. It's a fun parody, kind of satire video. I think you're going to like it a whole lot. And it's a lighter side of things. So with that, I gotta go. We're gonna run the credits right here. Thank you so much to everyone who's in the credits. If you guys just want to support, you can't be in the credits, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, and leave a comment below. We gotta go in 3, 2, 1, click. Thank you.